Hello everyone and welcome back to Citizens of Earth.
In the last episode, we sure went on vacation, probably. And in this episode, we're back home.
Yeah, so last time we did all three of the... Well, not last time we did all three, but over the last couple episodes we did all three of the bad juju spots, as the game calls them.
Or as I like calling Attack and the Power of Bad Juju.
Is that a reference to something?
Do you guys remember the TV show and video game Attack and the Power of Juju? No, neither does anyone else.
Oh, I think I remember seeing, like, ads for that.
Because it was a video game.
Don't you play as a caveman?
I think, like a proto-human situation, like a jungle person, I don't even know. Like a Tarzan situation going on.
I've never played it, but I have seen ads for it.
Yeah, I think the video game happened and got good response, then it was made into a cartoon because they thought it was going to be bigger than it was, and alas, no one remembers it.
Alright. So...
100% safe and sound.
Well, not so much.
Well, excuse me for thinking the cup's half full.
Well, excuse
There is
me,
still
princess.
cause to rejoice. The artifact has returned to its former warmth and serenity. Perhaps you might bring it with you as an offering to these moon people.
It's not an alien ship. It's a coffee shop that... Forget it. Sure, sounds like a good idea. Now let's find a way into the desert. Two words for you. Secretary. That guy is like a wandering almanac of useless...
Aaron, you're making that face again. Do you not like the secretary?
Oh, he's like... God, I hate him.
So yeah, you remember the desert area we spent like 2 episodes in?
How can we forget the desert area?
Now is the time you're supposed to go there for the first time.
We did it, guys. We're playing the game how we should.
So yeah, the desert though, you're supposed to get into the desert like a weird way. Well, okay, we'll just
Don't you dare. Nope.
Leader is a hippie think we need to head to Wellspring Desert. So you're listening to the hippies now, huh? He's not any old hippie, he's their guru. Ah yes, well that justifies so much. So how do we get to the desert? Well, that's going to be tricky. Firstly, the Forbidden Highway will take you there, but there's a sandstorm. We need someone who can control the weather. Or instead you could get there by sea. There's a dock at the south side of the desert. Finally, there's been talk of a drive-in moviegoer mysteriously being teleported to the desert. That last one sounds like tabloid nonsense, though. That's a lot of options. Forbidden Highway by sea or drive-in movie magic.
God, I want to bully him so bad.
There are 3 ways to get into the desert. Okay, could anyone tell me how you're supposed to do the third one? Because I've never seen anyone on YouTube do it, and I've never gotten it to work myself. We're gonna do it the first way, though, which is just come to the desert with the weather lady and have her change the weather so you can actually access into it.
She might as well do something with her existence.
I think this is one of the few times where you actually need a certain party member, because when he says you need to get here by sea, like that's another way to get in here, you need the Ogopogo to do that. Let's make it rain for 2 hours at 90 intensity. It's raining right now.
I couldn't tell. Oh, God. Welcome to the desert.
Yeah.
We have a bad time here.
If you remember that oasis area I was in briefly when we went to the desert, I think that's supposed to be an entrance to the desert. So,
well, we're
yeah.
not paying attention to anything, are we?
So yeah, there's a few ways to get in here, which I think is kind of cool. What I would have loved, I loved if there were more ways to get in here, but like they were more vague about them. Because this game is about making your own path, basically. We made it. I'm so thirsty. I could really go for a Mirage right about now. We barely got here. Maybe there'll still be coffee in the Moonbucks. Yes, that's what you want to drink when you're dehydrated. More coffee.
What are the tank boys?
This is a optional boss. This is one of the cop missions.
Oh, God. We got a blanket over here?
Doomsday device.
Pretty big desert. I'm sure we can share it. Wait, what am I saying? I don't even want it. It's a desert.
Good. But to make sure you're not lying, I'll have to kick you out myself.
Threatening laugh.
The most suspicious kind of laugh.
So this fight, I find this to be one of the hardest bosses in the game.
Fun.
In fact, we actually don't do this right now because it's way too powerful
This
for
is a
me.
later problem.
Yeah, this is a later problem. I try to get fancy with my party a bit here, but Whatever. You'll see in a second.
Alright, guys, grab your water right now and take a big ol' sip.
In the desert.
Okay, Deska.
Don't forget.
Now is my water break.
Does he have a weakness? No, he does not have a weakness. So you can take pretty much anyone in here as long as they're a sufficient level.
Arnold. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite party member. I love the Exterminator.
I, like, forgot for a second we named the Exterminator Arnold. So I thought it was the name of the Tank Man. You gotta name each specific... Has there been a game where each specific NPC was named, or, like, fightable character? Because I do think that is.
What do you mean each specific NPC was named?
Like you get into a fight, and the person you're fighting is named?
Lisa the Painful does that.
So there we go, there's one. But I want to do one where it's like they're all...
Which is coincidentally another Earthbound-like.
Totally the opposite of this one. I've seen a few video essays on Lisa the
Gorshlex
Painful.
reminds Arnold to perform her.
Oh,
Did you see that weird typo up there?
this game glitching out that never happens.
I think it was supposed to say perform her action, but it cut off to perform her. You need to perform your.
She is Gorslax. Oh dear me, I'm trapped in another portal again!
I'm really glad we renamed her.
And it's free advertising to the best YouTube movie and also
The best YouTube movie.
and also probably the best movie.
Which, of all time. I haven't seen that movie in a few years, actually.
Like, do you have to rewatch it? Like, I wonder, because, like, sometimes movies are different experiences, like when you watch them alone and when you watch them with people. Like,
I remember Ouya was the villain, and that's probably not relevant anymore.
Yeah, Uyu was the villain.
What is Ouya doing? I barely remember what that even was. Like, was it
I
a
think
console?
It was like a micro console, like it would come packed in with its own games. But, like, no one ever wants a micro console. So, oops. Yeah, but maybe we should find just a group of rowdy people to watch the movie together. Maybe that'll be entertaining.
How you like this?
Oops!
Oops, all dead!
That's what I was worried about, because this boss can do that.
People watching a movie with their friends, the
Yeah.
best way to do it.
I'm trying a different party, but again, it just doesn't work. This fight is tough. Like, this is a difficult boss.
He's too big for you. You gotta go out and find your own path.
You're right.
Yeah, so we're gonna skip that for now and do it in the post-game instead when I'm a bit more prepared. Also, you can actually go into the desert with the car. This is the only time in the game you can use the car on non-roads, and I think it's only because there's a road underneath the sand.
How it works in real life.
Okay, now this is where when you're supposed to do the casino.
Music is mysterious here, Adam.
But of course, we already did the casino, so yeah, we don't have to do that now.
Well, the story has been destroyed.
Yep. And why you need to do the casino, there are two card sharks blocking this path up here as bodyguards, and they say you have to, like, deal with the casino first. So yeah, it's pretty basic. I think they just need do that just so you can fight the fourth robot guy. Oh yeah, because we have fought 4 of them. I'm not sure if you're keeping track, but...
I just see a robot every once in a while, which is pretty much just how my real life goes.
There we go. I want to put the mega suit on him, because a lot of stuff here is resistant to electricity.
Oh, what a good old shonen party we got going on. Look at your band of boys.
Oh, not this sound again.
Do you guys want to hear a terrible sound? No? Too bad.
This is the part where I bass boost it.
Wet. Why is it like this? Do you guys remember, if any of you like grew up watching Cartoon Network, you'll probably remember Johnny Test, and there's like one specific commercial, which is just a guy cracking a whip over and over again because he's the sound effects guy. Mm-hmm. And that commercial has stuck with me more than most things have.
I did not watch Johnny Test growing up. I feel like I didn't have cable, so we watched we
had the same
WB
family.
instead.
Well, we
yeah.
eventually got cable. You just never watched it because when we got cable, that's when you transitioned to the internet. And I
think it was mostly 95% of my entertainment comes from YouTube nowadays. So
yeah, I was happy we have like cable access again because I'm pretty much only using it to watch like a few cartoons right now. Like Steven Universe Future, which just wrapped up. Owl House is really good.
So is
watch
that like done now? How long has that show been going?
It's been, I think, since 2013 is when Steven Universe started. It's been a while.
Oh, we need the artifact to get into Moonbucks. I completely forgot about this. Which means I have to leave the desert and come back.
Yay.
However, I thought of something kind of clever I can do here, and I hope I cut it properly. Oh no.
Oh, you got attacked by a snake. Yeah, but watch Owl House, guys. It's really good so far.
People keep drawing fan art on my feed of like this like dinosaur from Owl House that looks a bit like Cubone.
Oh, King.
King? Its name is King.
He's the Demon King, and I'm really happy because this movie has pissed off like a bunch of like religious parents because it's a show about witches and demons.
Oh boy.
A Disney show about witches and demons. We going back, boys. It's a good time. I love Ida. I'd do anything for Ida.
So I think at this point, I forgot where you... Oh no, I know where you get the artifact.
Oh, we're dreaming.
Yep, okay. So we're going to do something kind of optimally here. You notice how I got back, or I worked back here with the firefighter?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I've done this like once before, but I'm going to do it again, where I use a firefighter optimally. We worked back, and we're going to go back to the Sugar Flats real quick. Which I think is... No, it is not this door.
You're just so small.
It's like, it's the dream world. Anything can happen.
Welcome to Nightmare on Elm Street. Population, oops.
Population us four, and then the Jester. And then anything the Jester might summon during his boss fight.
Oh. Population gaming.
I remember in Mario and Luigi Dream Team, there was a scene where Luigi almost falls asleep in the dream world, and then like your little... There's the artifact right here. Make sure you get this before you go to the Moonbucks. There was a scene where Luigi almost falls asleep in the dream world, and then like your little helper comes out and goes, terrible things happen when you fall asleep in the dream world, and she never elaborates on that. I'm like, what could that possibly mean?
That's too mysterious. Like, I bet some stuff should be left up to interpretation, but sometimes... Elaborate.
That's how I used her optimally right there. I just worked back using her skill. Dream Team is a very factory default kind of game. Only a little worse for wear.
You ever think you'd be chasing a flying coffee shop around the globe? Heck, you ever think you'd be getting this much FaceTime with the second most powerful man in the world?
Actually, while we're on the subject, I have a lot of policy issues I'd like to discuss
Sorry,
with
all
you.
work-related matters must be submitted in writing. I'm off the clock.
Do you want to skip this cutscene?
End the conversation now.
Alright, this is my least favorite dungeon in the game, because I don't really like its layout. It's basically the first dungeon, but even more annoying, because there's, like, debris everywhere now and, like, teleporters. And also, the enemies are the desert enemies.
Yum yum.
So if you didn't hate these guys enough beforehand, now imagine a dungeon full of them. And there are some Moonbucks enemies here too, but they're so weak that anyone can one-shot them at this point. Oh, there's also holes you can fall down. So that's a little annoying.
What's the, like the ruins in Gen 5 of Pokemon?
The ruins?
Like
is that the one with the good music?
All music in Gen 5.
Gen 5 has a really good music.
Because Gen 5 is the best games in the series, but who's counting? I am. We should get another weird Pokemon train, or we could go crazy with a Yokai Watch train again.
This is a weird... I have yet to get back to 3. I've been playing Animal Crossing and Odyssey.
Yeah, understandable. 3 is really fun, though.
I've said this on Twitter, I haven't said it here yet. I think Odyssey might be my new favorite Mario game.
Well done, team.
It just gets everything right, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. Like, it's very close to, like, a perfect video game to me.
God, when Mario hits it out of the park, it really hits that out of the park.
Have you played Odyssey yet?
I have not yet.
We should get you Odyssey.
Maybe. I do like platformers.
There we are. I'm not even, like, that big of Mario fan. Like, I find them very factory default as far as, like, platformers go. But, you know, this kind of makes sense because, you know, Mario kind of started it all. But, like, something about how Odyssey controls is just so satisfying to me.
I think one of my favorite Mario games, or at least platforming Mario games, is probably Super Mario Galaxy, because that's the one I grew up with.
Galaxy is a really good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, hot take, I don't think 64 has aged that well.
I think with a lot of N64 games is, like, not a lot of them have really aged that well. But it's like most of the nostalgia holding up. Like I think a lot of like PS2 and like PS1 games have like aged better.
Oh,
than
we got a
Ultimate.
new equip for the cat lady, the litter box.
I feel like a lot of like PS1 games have aged a bit better, but even
Causes
then,
sickness when attacking permanently sick.
Oh, I love being permanently
So
sick.
that
It's
can,
fun.
so that's a bit like the scientist regen equip, but for sickness instead.
Fun.
Capitalism at its finest.
Some cola in the desert.
Yeah, but we love gaming. How do you gamers feel?
Have you ever played how far did you get in Galaxy 2?
I don't think I've ever played the Galaxy 2.
We have Galaxy 2.
I know we did, but like Super Mario Galaxy is like such a.
I know you watched Chugga Conroy play Galaxy
did.
2 because we love Chugga Conroy.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I love his new Let's Play, his 2-episode Let's Play.
2-episode Let's Play. Also, I'm going to use the Beekeeper a lot here because I find her skill kind of breaks the immersion in some dungeons, but also makes it very easy. Because it just kind of zooms out so you can see everything.
But I haven't played Galaxy 2 yet. I don't know why. I think it's because like Galaxy 1 has like such a special place in like my gaming heart. I don't want to dare touch another Mario Galaxy game.
Galaxy 2 is hard to 100%. Not just because of the green star nonsense, but like just because some of the stars in that game are like legitimately really difficult.
Which is fun sometimes. Like,
Oh yeah, I love a good challenge, but like some of them go a bit too far in my opinion.
it's like, you guys want a harder video game? Okay.
I heard a story that originally Galaxy 2 was going to be a DLC, and it was going to be called More Mario Galaxy. But then they just made it a sequel instead when they were like, oh wait, the Wii can't really do DLC at all.
It's like, oh wait.
Right, this is like one of the weakest consoles of its generation. Yet also the most successful console of its generation.
Because it had a great marketing campaign. Do you remember the We Would Like to Play?
Yeah.
That was such a good marketing campaign.
It's over 10 years old at this point.
But like, it was so like impactful, I feel. Like, it
Isn't
was
Mario Galaxy like 15 years old now?
Yeah, it's an old game now.
Here we go.
That is old for a game.
Yeah.
This calls for a
I think I went on for too long. Just so many nostalgic games, because I grew up like with a lot of the Wii games, and we had the PS2, which could play the PS1 games.
Do you remember Game Party?
Yes, I think we still have that.
We'd have
Because
that.
that was during the era when like Wii Party and like Wii Sports was like really popular. So we're like, if we just put down something that kind of sounds like that and make terrifying models.
We play to you? Is that a threat? It's like one of my favorite YouTuber quotes.
The Scots.
Do you remember Wii Music?
Yes.
Wii Music is not good, but it did introduce me to a lot of different types of instruments, which is kind of cool.
It also introduced us to fursuits. Do you remember
What?
how they're fursuits and... Because there's the dog and cat costume.
I remember the dog and cat costume, yeah. I remember there was one that also just a costume made you a rapper. Oh!
Spring ball of light, your journey can now continue. Leave with this bold red-headed man and proceed on to save the world.
Wait, who said that?
We're about to get a party member. A citizen joined your party.
Citizen.
So, a couple times this playthrough, I mentioned that there's one weird citizen that I feel like we're supposed to make theory videos on. This is that citizen. It's the Photon.
What did
And-
I call you?
You wanted to call it the Matt Pat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because I just said theory video in like its description.
Not just the map pad, it's the map
I don't know
pad.
why you capitalized it. Look at this thing.
So...
Look at this.
I love him so much.
This is a weird party member. He's kind of fun to use, but I don't think he's that great. He has a bunch of like different ways to attack, and he can also change his element at the exchange of like costing a turn. He can also reflect damage, though oh, he also has, I think, the only move in the game that never misses. It's called Wormhole.
Oh, he's here now.
Yeah. Look at how it's animated, too. You can't really see this in the video, but like it has like a hex pattern on it, and it's always spinning. Like it's a 3D animated ball. Yet it's just a party member.
Love weird stuff like, he's so tiny. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Ah, he's so small.
I hate the sound it makes when it dies.
The cat? Or the ball?
The ball. The ball. I actually like a lot of the sound effects it makes, but like...
Oh, there you go.
I don't like that sound. It's...
You killed the map pad.
We're gonna use the Mat Pat a lot in this episode. Also, the Mat Pat's ability is unbelievable. I'll explain what it is in a bit.
Oh god.
That's a really oddly satisfying sound.
It's a nice one.
Blinding light. I think that hits all enemies. Particle accelerator. I forgot what that did. I think that just gains you energy for a turn. And that's all his abilities. That's all you get.
You get one. We have 2 party members left to get.
Yep, and both of the party members we have left are party members you can only get in the post game, so we're not really missing much.
Welp. Time to destroy this Snick.
I do have a couple battles in here now just to show off what the map pack can do.
Guys, tweet this video to that pack.
Don't tweet this video. Oh my god. His videos are kind of a guilty pleasure for me. I don't hate his stuff like some YouTubers do.
Yeah, some people seem to really hate him, and I'm like, come on, it's just like there's so much like bad stuff on YouTube. I'm like, just let the man make a theory.
I want to hear I want to hear about Minecraft's lore. It's...
Well done, team.
Like, I am so glad that leveling up speed up and slow down time.
Oh my god.
So, do you want to guess what the photon's ability does?
Is the world though?
This ball of light has the power to alter the flow of time.
You can double the speed of the game.
Oh, we can go through here fast now.
Yeah.
Woo!
You can also slow down the speed of the game, but just straight up, the game now plays at double speed.
Oh god.
And this actually has some good, like, look at this. This actually has, you can optimize the game a little bit by doing this. I'm surprised speedrunners don't really use this character that much.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they'll be like, if there are speedruns, they'll be like a branching like no slowdown and yes slowdown.
Oh, I've looked up speedruns of this game. Basically, the speedrun is just get the school mascot and then get the captain, because the Ogopogo can be used to Sugan's break a lot, and then just beeline to all the story bits. That's basically how a speedrun works. I think the final encounter has you using school mascot, captain, and brother, because brother is just really strong throughout the whole game. You know how the teacher's ability is on a timer?
Yes.
This actually speeds up the timer.
Alright guys, if you want to get in those mad strats to break the game.
Yeah, so he basically puts your whole party on crunch time, on crunch study. This is a hilarious ability to me. I don't know why they...
Like, sorry guys, the test is tomorrow.
It's like they found out that you could do this and they're like, you know what, screw it, let's just put a party member in who can do it.
I like that.
But sir, we have no more art assets. Get the 3D artist in for like a day to just do something.
I do like the whole like, screw it, we're doing this for funsies mentality of stuff.
That's this whole game, basically. Like, screw any continuity, let's just have fun and, like, have a dumb story while we're at it. I respect this game a lot. I don't know why the color changed there. That
You broke the universe.
Speeding up the game.
The universe is gonna implode.
Look at this. At this point, I don't know why I bother cutting out battles, because they go by so quickly anyway. Get penicillin from a snake.
I noticed that Billy Bones survived with 3 HP.
You got a yoga
better
mat
watch
for
out.
Karen.
Is this non-GMO?
Upon a critical hit, the whole party's attack increases. That's actually pretty good and could make her a lot more viable than I gave her credit for, though I don't really use her that much past this point in the game.
Up we go.
I did have to look up to do this dungeon, because I always find myself getting stuck here. Like, in terms of, like, where you need to go. There's just a lot of weird teleporters,
I
and
love warp panels.
some of the holes are pitfalls, and some of them are not, which is a little confusing.
Pitfalls are so much fun, Adam. He's just crawling with enemies.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really like this dungeon. I think it's a little lazy. Because, like, it just uses the moonbucks place over again and the enemies we have seen before.
We gotta figure out what happened to Moonbucks, Adam. Is this entire game's story just figure out where the heck Moonbucks went?
Kind of. Can you believe we only have 2 episodes left?
Yeah, we're almost done, guys.
This is the part where we start to wonder, how is the story going to wrap up in, like, an hour? Less than an hour, because one of those episodes is post-game.
God.
3 episodes left as of this point. Right, the whole thing is recorded now. I just gotta...
Yeah, it's like when you're watching a show, and, like, you're on the last episode, and it shouldn't be the last episode.
It's like when Retsupre does like, wrong praise of like, adventure games. And, like, you always wonder, how is this gonna wrap up in 15 minutes?
How's this gonna happen?
Can we bring Retsupre back? They're, like, one of my favorite YouTubers.
You know what happened? I noticed they stopped uploading.
I think Slow Beef now streams. And I think he has, like, a kid now, so he's busy with raising a family now.
These dang YouTubers getting families. How dare they?
How dare they have a life?
Make videos for me!
God dang it, I love Retsupre.
So many quality YubTubers out there.
How that audio merged was kind of funny to me. I remember, I forgot what the name of this game was, but, like, it was like an adventure game, and there was like 15 minutes left in the game, and the protagonist made a deal with like the big bad because he was like a cult leader or something, and he's like, if any harm comes to my girlfriend, your whole cult is destroyed, and he made that deal. So then you know what he did as soon as he left the area? He just stabbed his girlfriend in the chest, and that's the finale of the game.
Jesus.
Like, that's what you're supposed to figure that out on your own, that's what you're supposed to do.
Harvester is my favorite video game.
Adventure game logic is absurd sometimes.
Like a Darkseid, the dreaded bobby pin.
And that's why I have always considered adventure games to be more fun to watch than they are to play, because you are not figuring stuff like that out on your own. Oh, I think we're almost done here.
Yeah, like, with adventure games, I love like watching like Let's Plays of the Harvester series, but God, no.
Oh, the Matt Pat's rank leveled up. You know what that means? We can speed up time even more.
Oh my God.
Let's go to times 2.5 speed. Yep, okay. So this is 25% faster. And this is like during the Harvester Let's Play, every time a cutscene repeated, I sped it up.
Oh God.
That's still one of my favorite Let's Plays I've ever done on the channel.
Oh, Harvester. What a video game.
That was so much fun. We gotta do more weird adventure games.
I keep on suggesting Darkseid, but you keep
I
on
don't,
saying...
I don't know if I want to do Darkseid or not.
Honestly, understandable, because... Oh God. Like, do you want to play a giant, like, chess match?
I think Harvester is aged better than Darkseid in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I just think Darkseid's funny because of the weird characters and dialogue. But like with Harvester, if there's so many layers like on top of those weird characters.
I heard that Mike Dawson now teaches game design in California. That's kind of cool. It's always nice to see where like people like that end up eventually.
Because it's always surprising seeing like, what did this person do?
I mean, it's better than what happened to the guy who played the protagonist from Harvester.
You don't like thinking about that.
We don't talk about that. I did to mention it once in the playthrough, but like, my God, it's something that might get me demonetized if I mention it in this video.
Oh, it's a good time, guys. That's why I'm always upset. Like when I find like new bands or people that I like, I never look into them.
It's going so fast, I'm not even cutting out the battles anymore. Well, some of them I'm cutting out, but like if it's one enemy, I'm like, what's the point?
It's like, we gotta speedrun this guy. Speedrun the Let's Play.
This calls for a celebration.
Do speedrunners use the photon? I don't remember.
It seems like he just might be a thing, like any percent versus like 100%.
Oh yeah, I've only seen an any percent of this game. I feel like 100% might be way longer, just because there's so much. Because like this is one of those games where like 90% of it is side quests.
Adam, are you going to speedrun this game?
I'm not speedrunning this game. This is the closest I'm gonna get to speedrunning this game.
Gotta go fast, guys. Wonder if someone like accidentally speedrun a game.
How do you accidentally speedrun?
They just go through it really fast, but it's like somehow the best time for it. And like they don't know because they're like a random grandma out of the boonies, and they speedrun like a video game, and like they have the highest number or like the lowest number, I guess, with a speedrun.
Maybe that grandmother who played Animal Crossing for 8,000 hours actually speedran it.
How do we speedrun? Because they're
oh, look who it is!
It's the Stardust Crusaders.
You say, not guaranteed.
Hey, it's our robot friends. Boy, am I glad to see you guys. Well, not with that attitude, they won't. Watch me win them over with my smile.
Me say we kill this chowderhead mon before he hit with that smile attack. Mon.
I'm not sure what you said, but I hope it involved killing them before they reach the portal.
Why? What are you hiding in there?
That's for us to know and for you to die before you find out.
We already kicked your robots once. What makes you think you stand a chance this time?
Fuse, fuse.
Because together we are.
Yes.
It is an anime.
It is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I'm kind of disappointed that you don't fight all four of them at the same time, because I think that would actually be kind of cool.
Like an ultimate boss where like you fight the four of them first and then they all fuse together.
You can set that up with the VR arena if you do want to try that, and I think I have once. It's kind of difficult, because like every one of them is like the side to an actual boss, if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like fighting 4 mini-bosses at the same time, all with different strategies, and it's a kind of a cool fight.
So we got a great team dynamic going on.
Oh yeah, my team changed. I actually failed this a couple times, and it's also running at 2.5 speed because I forgot to slow it down for this. I wanted to because I thought it would break immersion if I did it fast, but I didn't do that, so...
Alright, so these 4 robots are the 4 deadly sins.
All 4 of them.
All 4, we have...
The first deadly sin is politics.
Yes.
The second deadly sin is narcissism. The third deadly sin is... I don't know.
The third deadly sin is Girl Scouts.
is the third deadly sin are Girl Scout cookies, and the fourth one is gambling.
We
that
did.
actually is a sin to a lot of people, so there we are. Yeah, we did it.
We did it, guys. You like our theories?
Our game theories.
But that's just a theory, guys. A game theory?
Now, this boss is actually weak to electric, and I've talked time and again about how electric is kind of hard to get, but this fight is not that bad, honestly. I think this guy would be way more fun and difficult if you did fight all 4 of them at once, but no, we just fight a weird mishmash of them all.
Mm.
I've noticed that the like face on the TV screen changes every few turns. I don't know if this has anything to do with his strategies or.
It's like that one.
Even the death animations are sped up.
It's like that one scene from the Bat episode in Sailor Moon, where the person walks by all those TVs.
Whoever it is.
Yeah. You know, that one episode of Sailor Moon, out of all of the episodes of Sailor Moon.
Out of the 200 episodes of Sailor Moon, I'm talking about the one where they fight a bat.
You know, that one. Have you ever seen that video where the guy gave a rating to every Scooby-Doo villain?
Yes.
That was funny.
I think he also gave a rating to every single Minecraft block.
Yeah, that's where most people heard of him. That's a funny video.
Yeah, personally, I saw
I'm slowing it down to a quarter speed.
Personally, I saw the Scooby-Doo video first because I care more about Scooby-Doo. But that's because I didn't grow up with Minecraft, and I've never actually played Minecraft. Hey guys, you like my weird gaming opinions?
Look how slow the level ups are.
Gotta go.
We are gonna do the whole next section with this on. No, we're not.
We better not.
Even opening the menu. I'm kind of disappointed that the voice clips aren't slowed down. I don't know. Anyway, well, that's it for this area. So yeah, we're heading to the final dungeon now.
Wow, guys.
I want you to listen to the music here.
Capitalism at its finest.
It's really heroic, and I don't know why.
It's too heroic for this game.
It's like the game knows we're going to the final area.
We're gonna go see like a knockoff Guy Gas because this kind of looks like intestines.
Actually, I would not be surprised if this one room was a Gygas reference. And there it is. There's the portal to the final area.
We're gonna be bootleg Guy Gas.
All right. What do you think the final area is going to be?
It's gonna be America itself.
You think it's going to be America itself? All right. We'll see if she's right in the next episode.
That's just a theory, guys, though.
A game theory. Good night.
A game theory.